Hello YouTube, Dugunut here. Today I'm going to do a short video on a new grip that I picked up, and I'm looking at putting this on the AR build that I've been working on. The only thing left to put on my build will be put in the build will be a bolt carrier group, which is on its way. So we should be getting this done and ready to take to the range here in the next week or two, which is great. I already had a fairly nice grip, this BCM Gunfighter 3, but it's not completely really what I was looking for on this build. I wanted to stay with black or maybe a black-gray color scheme, and I really like my Ergo grip on my other AR, so I wanted to go back to an Ergo grip. This particular one is a little bit different than the one that I already have. This is the 4011 BK, and it says it's the enhanced Suregrip Ambi, and it also comes with the Ergo gripper, which closes the gap out between the grip and the trigger guard. So again, this is the 4011 BK, and I'm going to go ahead and compare it a little bit to some of the other grips that I do have, but I'm not going to bore you with the installation video. I think you guys know how to do that, but I will go ahead and put it on the lower and then compare it to those other grips. I picked it up at Cabela's for about $26.99, but I know I've seen them on Primary Arms on sale for about half of that, so keep your eyes open and you can get them cheaper. Alright, I'm back after running around the house looking for a tape measure, the one that I usually keep handy for my own use. Of course the kids or the wife ran off with, but I did find another one. So I can do a little comparison of the grips. So I gathered all the grips, different styles of AR grips that I have in my possession right now. Over on the left is the standard A2, the BCM Gunfighter Mod 3, the Ergo Grips Suregrip 4011 Suregrip Ambi Enhanced, and then the 4045 Deluxe Tactical, which I've done a review on before. It's on my first AR. So I'm going to go ahead and get the tape measure on each one of these and just give you a rough idea. I'm not going to do a long drawn out measuring, but a quick overview. So we'll start with the biggest one first. You can see the palm swell on that Ergo Tactical, just shy of 6 inches across the swell. About a 1/16 of an inch shy of that. Then we're going to go over to the far side here on the A2. I'm going to do it right under the finger groove there, just over 4.5. Then we'll look at the Gunfighter. The Gunfighter is going to run just a hair over 5. We'll call it a 1/16 of an inch over 5, 5 1/16. And then we'll grab the Suregrip here, and it looks like that's running right at 5. So it falls in to being, it's slightly smaller than the BCM Mod 3. It's definitely smaller than the Deluxe Tactical, and it's definitely a little bit bigger than the standard A2, which I wanted it to be bigger than the standard A2. I was really looking for a grip on this next AR that would be universal. This grip is great from the bench for me. It's too big for my kids, so I wanted to get my next AR something that kids could use more easily. But I do really like the Ergo grip feel. Just has that that rubbery texture feel to it, and that's what I don't really like about the BCM. Plus, this grip is the most vertical out of these three. More vertical than this, but not by a ton. It's probably not easy to show on camera. Trust me, it's a little more vertical than the Suregrip, which I don't particularly like. It's okay, but again, I'm taking that off and putting this on in hopes I'll like this better. It does have a cover here, but they do not recommend that you use it for storage. Obviously you can if you want. I think they're just covering their butts to make sure if you lose your stuff it's not their fault. Whereas the BCM Mod 3 definitely has a storage compartment. It's a hinged compartment, which is nice. It has a gasket to seal it, so that is a benefit. Obviously A2 you can put stuff in there, but doesn't come with a cover, and neither did the Deluxe Tactical, so that's open. But we'll go ahead and get this mounted on the lower and see how it looks and see how it feels. Alright, we got it installed. No issues to install, same as pretty much any other grip, as long as you have an Allen screw. If you have a flat screw, I find grips very hard to install, but that's just because it's harder to keep the screw on when you're trying to start it in that deep cavity of the grip. So I was not able to actually get the gap filler installed, though. It doesn't appear that there's enough room what they call that Ergo gapper. Doesn't appear that there's really enough room to get it in here with the Magpul trigger guard, so I just put the grip on without it. There's really not any gap. I mean, there's a little gap, but it's nothing that I'm concerned about. I did check to make sure the operation of the safety and everything works good, and it does. So I got that safety detent spring working right. Overall feel in the hand, it feels a little narrow. I thought it would be a little more filling in my hand, so we'll have to see if I like it or not. I'll report back once I get the gun all put together and talk about everything on the gun, and so you guys can, if you get a chance and you want to hear more about it, check that video out when it comes out here, hopefully in a couple of weeks. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, subscribe, and you guys be safe.